I sit in my room and I set myself a goal not to eat junk food, and especially sugar. But every Sunday, my mom keeps baking some cake. Like literally every Sunday, my mom bakes a cake for her and my brother. And every time I walk in the kitchen, there's this cake on the table, and I can literally smell it from a few meters away. And I can see it, and every time I pass this, I'm very, very tempted to eat it. But okay, but a few times I pass this cake and I can resist it. But sometimes a thought will come. Like, just cut this very, very thin slice of this cake. Nobody will see it. So okay, I grab the knife and I cut a very thin slice of it. And I eat it. Okay, fine. I come back to my room and I mind my business. But sometime later, I go to the kitchen again, and I once again see that cake. And I think to myself, okay, like, I have eaten only a very, very thin part of it. I can do it as well. Nothing bad will happen. It's not gonna be that much sugar. So I take the knife and I make a very, very thin slice as well. And this process repeats. Every time I come into the kitchen, I cut a thin slice of it. And before I see it, I've already eaten a few normal slices. I absolutely can't resist it. I can't. I'm just telling myself, okay, just make this little slice and eat it. But it turns out later that I actually eat the whole thing. Like, this is such a stupid thing, but I keep fucking up. Like, I have no problems with porn. I have no problems with jerking off. This doesn't affect me anymore. But instead, it's this. It's having this cake around and cutting this thin slice of the cake and eating it. But despite fucking up so much, I must just try again and again and eventually find a way to battle this shit. I can't just give up on eating clean just because I keep fucking up in this area. No. I must fix this area. I can't just give up. So I can't tell myself that, yo, you have already failed, you have already eaten this thin slice, so you can eat another one and another one. You've already failed. You've already fucked up. So why don't you just continue eating and start from tomorrow? This is just so stupid. It's like with jerking off. Some men are jerking off and they keep the streak. Like, for example, 3 days. And then they vamp. They jerk off once again. And they are like, oh, I've already lost, so I can vamp 5 times today. Like, see how stupid it is? Okay, you might fail when it comes to eating junk food. Okay, you can. But there's a degree to which I can fail. I can fail only a little bit by eating just this little thin slice. Or I can fail massively by eating this thin slice 10 times, 20 times. There's a huge difference. And yet, I find that I myself fall for this excuse. Just this thin slice. Nothing's gonna happen. But this thin slice, multiplied by a few times, it's gonna become a huge part of that cake. It's gonna be a huge portion of sugar. So I must look at myself as if I was jerking off 5 times a day, instead of just one when I relapse. It's gonna just shift my brain into like, okay, I have fucked up, but I can still stop till it's too late. I can still call it quit. I can still be like, no, it's over. I'm not gonna do this again before it's too late. Because many times we just give up because you've already lost. No, it's not a good mindset. I also must get out of my comfort zone when it comes to eating food. Like, every morning, I take a piece of raw liver and I eat it raw. This is like the most disgusting thing that I've ever eaten. This is absolutely disgusting. It literally tastes like cum. Like, I've never eaten gum, right? But that's how I imagine how gum would taste like. This is so disgusting. So if I can every morning eat this shit and not vomit, if I can just have so much willpower to eat this, will I not have the willpower to not eat some junk food? I think I will. I think I will have the willpower. So every time I think to myself about cutting this thin slice, I must think to myself, okay, today you have eaten raw liver in the morning and now you can't resist eating this cake. By getting out of my comfort zone, I'm gonna be more comfortable with being uncomfortable. And when a temptation comes, I'm gonna feel uncomfortable. Of course I'm gonna feel uncomfortable. But I'm gonna be more trained to just deal with this discomfort. If I stay in my little bubble of my comfort zone, every time a difficulty comes, every time a thought of relapsing comes that is uncomfortable, I'm just gonna fail. Though the easiest way to get rid of this addiction would be to just not have any food lying around, any junk food lying around. If I didn't have this cake in the kitchen, would I relapse? Of course not, because I wouldn't even have the occasion to. It would be a lot easier to break that addiction comparing to what state I'm in right now. Every time I walk in that kitchen, I see this fucking cake. And how the fuck am I supposed to not relapse? It's like trying to quit porn with having all these posters of half-naked women around. Like on your walls, you have posters of half-naked women. And you try to quit porn. Is it possible? Of course not. You have to do everything in your power to not even look at these. And then you're gonna be like more aroused. And you're gonna take your phone and start looking at some stuff. It makes it a lot fucking harder. I must get rid of all these posters and toss them into fire. But it's not possible. My mom won't stop baking them. She won't. She will continue eating this bullshit along with my brother. So this temptation is always gonna be there. But if I had the choice, no food of that sort would be in my house. So that I have no possibility of relapsing. But now I must rely on all the things above. But still, like, I must get rid of this bullshit because this makes me so unmanly, right? This is so feminine. Oh, but you wanna eat some junk food? Like, and you keep fucking up? This is the voice that is in my mind. This is the voice that tells me, like, you're a bitch. You can't resist eating this bullshit. You can't? Why can't you? Why can't I? I don't know. Like, this is like the whole addiction. But it still makes me look like a bitch to myself and to others. Even though others might not see this, but I see this. And I myself view myself lower than I used to. Because I just keep fucking up. But I must have that mindset that, okay, I will fix this. I will not relapse again. And if I do, it's not gonna be like a huge relapse. It's just gonna be this thin slice of cake. But there's not gonna be another one that follows. I'm absolutely gonna fucking work on it. And I'm telling you, I will fix this. So that's it for this video. I hope you learned something from me. That you yourself can analyze your own addictions and come up with some ways to break them. The best way would be to just get rid of any temptation, to throw away the cake if you want to not eat it. Like, this is such a simple advice, but it genuinely works. But if it's not possible, just come up with some other ways that you could break that addiction. Thanks for watching. Like the video if you found it helpful, and see you guys till next time.